An Asian American female-led movie about life and the constant conflict of duty versus dreams? Yes, please. Hey everyone, this is David Stark from Watcher Pass. Today I'm going to do a 5-minute review about In a New York Minute, which comes to digital on May 3rd, 2022. It released earlier and played at some film festivals, but now it's finally out for a wider release. You can check it out in the comfort of your own home. And my hot take is I actually think you should watch it. It has some rough edges, but overall it tells a compelling, beautiful story with deep characters, female leads, and strong Asian and Asian American roots. So I'm going to do a 5-minute review, which means I'm going to stop talking at 5 minutes, regardless of where I am. Let's hope I can talk about In a New York Minute in under 5 minutes. We'll see. So I'm going to tell you a little more about the film, a few things I like, and one thing I didn't like. So in A New York Minute, you have 3 main characters. You have Nina, Amy, and Angel, and they are all dealing with life and the kind of desire to pursue their dreams and kind of fulfill life and family duties in very different ways, but all dealing with that struggle. They all have different nuances on that internal conflict. And so they each have their own stories, but they intertwine in very interesting ways. Like overall, the film doesn't have like big intersections, but you will see subtle instances where the 2 stories will interact very briefly, and it's really kind of a beautiful thing to see. I like that it doesn't do it so in your face. I like that it's a very kind of subtle way to do it. I actually keep noticing that. I think I've seen the film 3 times, and each time I notice like something else, like, oh, that was that scene, you know, that we already saw, except from a different perspective or from a different character's perspective. And I really love that. I like kind of like seeing these new surprises every single time. And apparently I have to watch it a 4th time because I was talking to 2 of the stars. There's something else I need to take a deep look at. So it's definitely a film that has rewatchability. It's definitely a film that has some really great performances. And overall, it just feels like a very real movie. So things I liked about this movie. So the first thing I loved is the cast. I really like the collection of actors and characters. You know, they're all mostly Asian American, and I really liked seeing this collection of Asian American actors, and it's having strong female leads. I really liked having the 3 female characters all going through these stories and all trying to like deal with life and pursue their dreams while also kind of living within the realities of the world. So the second thing I loved is the Asian stories. And like I said, this film has 3 main stories that deal with this constant push and pull of duty versus dreams. And they are definitely Asian American stories. They kind of feel like they are grounded in Asian American culture, but they are also very American. That's not unique to Asian culture. This feels like it's something that has strong Asian roots. You could probably change up the background of all the characters and still tell a compelling, interesting story with very similar themes. But I did love that this definitely had an Asian flair to it. It felt like a movie that had some good representation. And so I really liked that aspect of it as well. The third thing I really love is the music. It has some very beautiful, weighty classical music that is subtle, but does a really good job of heightening the drama in a lot of the scenes. Music is something I really like. And indie films, especially if you have good music, helps the film feel more polished, feel like it's kind of punching above its weight. And this film definitely does that. The 4th thing I liked are the surprises. There are definitely some surprises throughout. There's the ways that these stories interact. There's definitely story surprises that happen. And I really liked how it kind of mixes it up. There are 3 main story arcs. The fact that they keep intertwining, the fact that there are still like new things to notice in each story really does keep it fresh, even though the film is a fairly slowly paced film. That's not a knock against it. I really liked it, but you know, the film is fairly slow, but you still keep the attention because you have these interconnections and you have the surprises. And the last thing I really loved are the little touches. There's a lot of little things. I kind of mentioned it, like the way that these stories interact. There are ways that the characters relate to each other. Like some of them are trying to get visas, and there are multiple characters trying to do that, and you don't really, some of it times it's implied, sometimes it's like direct. I really liked how there are a lot of very small, subtle touches in this film that you get to notice again and again. Like I said, I've seen this movie 3 times. I still notice new things every time. And those little touches that really kind of tie everything together are really fun to see and really give these stories some glue. So the one thing I didn't like is some of the delivery is a little bit rough. It's not too bad. It doesn't really take away your enjoyment of the movie itself or the stories, but it is something I noticed. So that is In a New York Minute. It comes to digital on May 3rd, 2022. Like I said, you should definitely check it out. I think it's a very interesting film, and it's a very beautiful indie film. And it's the directorial debut of Ximan Li. And this film, if this film is any indication, it's going to be the first stepping stone in a very, very good career. So definitely check it out. And thanks so much for watching. If you like this review, please like and subscribe to this channel. It helps me out a lot. Make sure all my new content goes straight to you. Check out my other content. I've got interviews with some of the actors of this film up on my channel, and I have other movie reviews, interviews, recommendations, and unboxing videos. Thank you.